Hi, my name is Rob Davis, and I'll be speaking about the Florida Bill Tracker project, created with help from these fine organizations and a special thanks to Alan. I live in Florida, and like every state, our capital has House of Representatives and senators. Now it is their job to vote on bills that represent our interests. As you can see, there are 916 bills presented to the House of Representatives and 981 bills presented to the Senate. Now you can imagine how difficult it will be to track all these. Luckily, the Minnesota Post's interactive team decided to build a legislative tracker for their own state and then open sourced it for others to reuse if they needed. This was the first bill tracker of its kind, and it was a great step in the right direction. In May, the New York World repurposed the bill tracker for their own legislative purposes in Albany. This leads us to the National Day of Civic Hacking in Miami. There were 220 participants and 14 projects were started. Rebecca and Ernie, the co-hosts of the event, introduced me to Cristina, a local developer who had the skills to execute a project just like this and an interest in the legislative process. About a week later, we had our first working prototype of the Florida Legislative Tracker, an easy way for people to see both the important bills being discussed in Congress and in terms that are commonly understood and accepted. After clicking a category, environmental for example, one can see the related bills being voted on, as well as the brief bill description and the status of progression. If more detail is needed, one can read co-sponsor information and see its process in a more timely manner, including vote counts. What we learned was that repurposing is awesome, documentation is key, and there will always be problems, hiccups, and errors, especially working with state data, but you should always keep moving forward. And, because it's for the people, we wanted a clear way to monitor legislative bills worth watching, using understandable language, and create a more direct relationship with news and reporting teams. Altogether, a step toward accountability and transparency the way it should be. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and please visit the project.